For now, we're going to actually make changes to these info boxes on the left and right hand columns. To begin with, let me describe how to do that. Go back into your admin system, click on Design Controls, click on Infobox Configure. You can control the info box by doing a number of things. You can activate them, move them to the left and right hand column, and then you can change their position up and down. For example, let's go ahead and turn the categories info box on and off. So basically click the red set to inactive, so now it'll be, the red will be more come out, and then the green will be sort of dull. If you look on the front side, we'll go ahead and refresh, and you'll notice the categories disappeared. Let's go back and reactivate it. Click that again and hit refresh, and you'll notice it appears again. So now let's go ahead and move the login info box from the right hand side to the left hand side. If you go scroll down, oh, there's the login box. Let's click the left arrow to move it to the left hand side. And after moving any info box, you want to update the box position. Notice how there's a missing arrow here, and so that means that the positions are sort of, they need adjustment. So if you click up the update position, all of a sudden now the arrows are complete for each section. These are all the left hand side and these are all the right hands. This basically controls the vertical position of the box. But back to moving the login to the left hand side, let's go ahead and click move it to the left hand side, update positions, go refresh the front site, and you'll notice that the login box moved to the left hand side. And there you go. Now we'll notice how the right hand side is empty. Well, if we go back to the back end, there are some items that are enabled for the right hand side, but they're not displaying because there are no products to fulfill those. So if you were to log in, you would see the order history. Bestsellers, well, there's no bestsellers in this test site. For now, what we're going to do is change this site. Instead of a 3-column site, so 1, 2, 3, we're going to make it a 2-column and put everything on the left hand side. Go back into the back, go to the admin, click on Design Controls, and then with your template, which is always highlighted because it's the default one, click Edit and scroll down. You'll see some extra controls here. See left hand and right hand columns. We can control the width of each of those columns and some cell padding, and you can see those reactions. But for now, we're just going to disable the right hand column. Click No, scroll down, click Save, and then refresh the front of the site, and you'll notice that the right hand column disappears. And there you go. So now we've got a left and right hand column. Let's go to the back end to the info box section, Design Controls, Info Box Configure, and we'll now see the right hand's disabled, so anything in the right hand column will not appear over there no matter what. So you can move everything to the left hand column, but for now we're just going to leave those the way they are. Okay, let's go back here. Now what I want to do is I actually want to move the login box above the categories and see what that looks like. So I'm going to go back in the back end. I'm going to move the login up above categories. So I can either press the down arrow or hit the red arrow to move it up. So I'm just going to hit the red arrow, and you'll notice the login now is on top and categories is below. If I click the refresh button, there you go. Login is up top, categories is down below. You know what? I don't like the way that looks. I'm going to go back. I'm going to move the login back down. Make sure the categories, now categories is back on top. Go ahead and hit refresh. Okay, so that's the basic understanding of the info boxes. Let's move on to understanding main page modules. And what those are is you'll see a specials here and then some video or some data here. Okay, first of all, let's go and understand what those are. Go in the back end, click on Design Controls, then click Edit on your selected template. Scroll down and you'll notice this section. It says Select Modules for the Category Index page, which is the front page. And here are the modules. There are more modules in the system. So you can have one up to 6 modules on the front page. For instance, right now, default specials and main page. If I go back to the front section, you will see that this file default specials. Now, this populates any product that you put in the specials category. So if you put a product in the specials category, it would appear here. Right now, there are no products in that specials category. But for now, let's manage and see how we can position this. Well, I want to move the specials product below the main page module. This one right here. This section is controlled as the main page. So let's go ahead and put main page module at the top. So I'm going to hit the drop down, click on main page, and I'm going to move default specials. And I think I'm going to turn on the featured. So, or you know what? Let's do featured because there's probably nothing. Let's put up upcoming or new products. Let's put new products to show there. And I click save. Now let's refresh, and you will notice that the main page module is now at the top. You have specials here and new products for August. Okay, so let's go in the back. Now, you know what? I think I want to move specials back to the top, default special, and main page to the middle. Click save. Refresh. And now specials will be at the top and main page in the middle. You know what? I don't want to see the new products for August. I'm going to go turn them back off. Simply just select the blank spot, click save. I'll refresh the front, and you'll notice that the new products for August disappears. Okay, that's the basic understanding how to organize those different modules. Now let's go actually edit this particular module, this main page module itself. Not all modules are the same, except for this one is special. It's where you're able to modify and edit text specifically. Okay, let's go ahead and do that. Where you modify that text is you go to Content Manager and define main page. And as you can see, I'm going to actually expand this a little bit. This is the text for just this section where it says watch in this video. All that's just in here. In this little section is called a WYSIWYG. Okay, and that's an acronym for what you see is what you get. So for this WYSIWYG, you can make changes in here just like an editor or a word processing editor system where you can select some item, turn bold on and off, change the font size, etc. Or you can click this HTML button and you can actually modify and edit the actual HTML source code if you're familiar with that. So you have the freedom to do that yourself. So let's go back into the system, and I'm going to just quickly say, put a carriage return and put welcome to our store. And then maybe, change the font color. Let's go here, and let's change the font color to a blue. No, let's go a little bit. Let's go orange, like. So there we go. Welcome to our store. And then you just go down and click save. And go back and hit refresh. And you'll see, welcome to our store. You can also add links to your text as well. If you go back here, this WYSIWYG gives you the ability to. So if you highlight the word fashion, okay, and then you click the link button right here, brings up the link menu, and you can type a link URL. Let's type in www.google.com and click insert. So I need to type the HTTP prefix, or added it. That's great. And if you ever want to delete a link, you select that, and you'll see the link button, and you can click the unlink. But for now, let's just click save, and then refresh the front site. And you'll notice now a link appears, and if I hover over it, down at the bottom here, you'll see that it is a link. Now if I click on it, it's going to take me there. I can click the back button, and here we are, we're back to the store. So let's go back in and let's remove what we've done. I want to unlink this. So I'm going to go ahead and click unlink, and now there's no link associated with that. Alright, and let's click save. Refresh. No more link. Let's go ahead and go back here and remove this addition too. And click save. So this is what's called the main page module, and again, that is controlled by the design control edit, and because this main page is there, if I turn it off, that main page module is no longer visible. I'm going to go ahead and turn it back on as main page module and click save. Refresh, and there it is. And again, you control that under Content Manager, Define Main Page. Just that one little module there is controlled. Okay, let's go back to the front of the page.